Does anyone else feel kind of weirded out after watching Dricus's fight this morning? It's not that Dricus fought badly or anything, it's just that he didn't get a chance to fight. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I only came in like at the second to last fight. But the way the other man clung to Dricus, I don't know. I felt so creeped out and weirded out watching the whole thing. It was painful to watch. I'm a nobody. I don't know fighting or the rules or anything. I know that what happened was illegal, technically. But if your tactic is to render someone defenseless and that's your strategy to win, is it really a win? I mean, congratulations, I suppose, to the other man. I just feel really bad for Dricus. He didn't get a chance to even fight or defend his title. The man might as well just, cuffed him, and I suppose the same would have happened. But it was, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm the only one, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone, but it just doesn't feel like a fair fight. It just feels weird. So
POV, Dricus Du Plessis lost. He was never a real African champion to begin with.
Successful. I don't wish the best. I might say that, hey, stay blessed. Yeah. Boy, fuck you. Die today.
South Africa is going through so much. If you look at a political stance, we have 4 murders. That's really taking the whole country by storm. It's something unbelievable. People are getting murdered daily, and it's almost like I feel because it's Africa, a lot of the world doesn't see it, and it's like nobody in the world really knows what's going on there. And I just want to shout out to South Africa, to my South African people, the folks, and say, guys, stay strong. We can beat this battle, and I just get this opportunity on the biggest stage in the world to say, let's stop the 4 murders, and I want the world to see what's happening in South Africa. And it's such a beautiful country. It's really one of the most beautiful countries in the world that's being ruined by stuff like this. And we don't need that. And let's stick together as a country. Let's stick together as humanity, and let's beat this thing.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why we will celebrate Dricus Du Plessis' loss of his world championship title. We cannot have a champion where, as a South African, when he's sitting at the highest stage and he's got a chance to tell the truth about what is happening in South Africa, he lies, saying farm murders have taken South Africa by storm. His own words. Farmers are murdered each and every day. That's his own words, meaning there are 7 farmers that are murdered each and every week, according to what Dricus said. Buying into the story of the farmers' genocide that is happening here, that they have sold out there in the World Afri Forum and all of those guys. And he says because it's in Africa, it means that people don't see what is going on. Dricus Du Plessis chose a side, ladies and gentlemen. He chose it himself. Nobody was forcing him, and they wanted clarity. That's why they asked him as a champion to clarify what is happening in South Africa, and he chose to lie about the political situation in Africa. We all know that there's a murder problem in South Africa, but it is against all people. If there's anyone that is suffering more than anyone else, according to statistics, it is African people, black people. But now, Dricus took a t-shirt and wore a t-shirt to say Trump prefers champions. He was so happy when our country was attacked. This is not the champion that we want to represent South Africa, to lie about the situation here. You went to the Voortrekker Monument there to go and celebrate whatever they were celebrating there with the African people, because he took a side. He took a side, and it is very clear. So we are not going to cry and say, oh, hard luck, champion. It is MMA. People who watch MMA know that in MMA, you are mixed martial arting, the arts of fighting. So it is grappling, it is wrestling, it is kicking, it is boxing, it is everything put together. And Hamzat obviously is a stronger wrestler and grappler than Dricus Du Plessis. And we want to congratulate him for taking this belt from this disgrace of a champion from us. Really, he needs to think, but he's not going to change his mind. He's 26 years old. He's probably going to come back stronger next time, but for now we are very happy.
South Africans, leave me alone. I am not the reason why Dricus Du Plessis rose yesterday. Because I see some of the people are like, oh, it's because Grandland supportation him. Grandland is full of backlog. If Grandland did not supportation him, he would have won. You know why he rose? Because the UFC don't allow people to come into the stadium with pap powder. He was trying to use pap powder to block Christmas eye. But the UFC caused him on time. UFC cost him on time. They tell him, Dricus Du Plessis, we are very, very sorry, but we will not allow you this time with pop powder in the ring. And he was crying. That's why you see before the match, he looked shocked, surprised, and scared. Because the medicine for his winning was not presidential. So South Africans, leave me alone. This Ross doesn't have anything to do with me or my stepmother. We didn't plan witchcraft on this one. He rose on his own. But I'm very, very sad now because there is no other African person right now in the UFC that actually does have a belt. So he was the only one that was even actually there, fully representation in us, Africa. But Dricus Du Plessis, my brother, you were jumping yesterday like a man who is called Precious. Dricus Du Plessis, I don't know what happened yesterday. But you tried, my brother. You tried. You lasted more than the way I actually expected you to do. You defended very, very well on the ground. Your wrestling yesterday was top-notch. I just think that it was Battle Rock that was on your side yesterday because you would have actually won this match. Because if you look at you and look at Krasmas, you know, Krasmas has 14 wins. He has participation in 14 matches in the UFC and he hasn't lost any. All the opponents, he has either submission them or won by knockout. You are the first opponent that he couldn't knock out or he couldn't submission. So my brother, you were great. You were great yesterday, but Bad Rock, I don't know, maybe you were thinking about a South African woman's nyash. That's why you couldn't win. But Dricus Du Plessis, please, next match, don't drum like a Precious, okay?